Dear students, now I explain the EMF equation of the synchronous generators. Okay, so we can derive the EMF equation of star connected synchronous generators and a delta connected synchronous generator. The value of the, that means the voltage value of the synchronous generator is phase value only, because the line value means you can based on the connections, type of connection, that means whether delta connected or star connected. You already know delta connected means line voltage is equal to phase voltage. So by using EMF equation of synchronous transformers, the phase EMF equal to line EMF for synchronous, that is the delta connected generators. But star connected generators, the formula is what? VL is equal, that means V phase equal to VL by root 3. That is the line voltage divided by root 3. So therefore line voltage is equal to what? Root 3 into V phase. Okay. So like that you can clearly read the problem, and then you can keep it in your mind whether the synchronous generator is star connected or delta connected. That is very, very important. Okay, now we derive the EMF equation for synchronous generators. Before we studied about the or derive the EMF equation, we can consider some parameters. Okay, what are the parameters used in the synchronous generators? Okay, synchronous generator means what? Consists of armature winding and field winding. So in the both windings, so what are the data used? Okay, so first consider the following terms and all. First, pi. Pi is the symbol for flux per pole. The unit is Weber. Okay, then P. P is the number of poles. Okay, and then N suffix S, that is Ns. Ns is the synchronous speed in RPM. Because the speed is represented by two units. One is RPM, another one is RPS. RPM means revolution per minute. RPS means revolution per second. Okay, per minute per second. How many, that means number of revolutions, that means done by the synchronous generator, that is the synchronous speed only. So here the synchronous speed represented in terms of RPM. F is the frequency of induced EMF in hertz only, that is the supply frequency, that is 50 hertz. Then ZB the total number of stator conductors. Normally in the synchronous generator, armature is stationary part, field is rotating part. But in DC generator is just opposite. Armature is rotating part, that's why armature is called as a rotor. Field is the stationary, that is called as a stator. But the synchronous generator, two type of design is there. One is stationary armature, rotating field. Another one is rotating armature, stationary field. Both is there. But compared to rotating armature, stationary field, that the stationary armature and rotating field design of synchronous generator having more advantages. So that's why normally all the synchronous generator designed by stationary armature, rotating magnetic field. So therefore armature is called as a stator, magnetic field is called, that is the field is called as a field winding is called as the rotor. Okay, so therefore the ZB the total number of conductors. Okay, then Z phase, Z is different, Z phase is different. Z phase means the number of conductors per phase connected in series. In series, that technical word is very, very important. So conductors per phase connected in series. Okay, T phase, that is number of turns per conductor. Okay, and because T phase is the number of turns. Okay, per conductor having two number of turns. Okay, so that's why the T phase is the number of turns per phase only. Okay, here we are assuming concentrated winding. Two type of winding is there: distributed winding, concentrated winding. Okay, we are considering the concentrated winding for synchronous generator, that is armature winding is the concentrated winding. So now we one conductor placed in the one slot only. This is the basic one. Okay, but now we have to derive the formula. Okay, according to the Faraday's laws of electromagnetic induction, because motor, DC generator, AC generator, whatever may be, all are, that means working under the Faraday's laws of electromagnetic induction. Once again I recall, Faraday's laws of electromagnetic induction means what? Two laws. First laws what? That means either the stationary magnetic field cut the rotating armature conductor, or the rotating magnetic field cut the stationary conductor, the EMF induced. That is the first law. Second law is what? The EMF induced in the machine, that is the rate of change of flux with respect to time, d by dt. That means it's directly proportional to the EMF induced in the conductor only. That is the Faraday's second law. So therefore this EMF directions is you can found by the Lenz's law only. So therefore according to the Faraday's laws of electromagnetic induction, the average value because RMS value also is there, average value is there. Where is the average value? That means with respect to instantaneous value, but RMS value is the standard value. So the average value of the EMF induced per conductor in one revolution, which is denoted by the symbol E, is the induced EMF. Average is the average value. So average EMF induced per conductor E average equal to d by dt, rate of flux linkages divided by, that means dt only. Okay, so therefore the average EMF, that is equal to change of flux in one revolution per time taken for one revolution only. Where one revolution only we have to consider. So therefore the change of flux in one revolution is equal to number of poles multiplied by the number of flux, that is p pi. The time taken for one revolution is equal to 60 divided by ns, that is the synchronous speed, that is the unit is second. Okay, so the change of in one revolution, time taken for one revolution, that values you can substitute in the E average equal to d by dt. Finally E average is equal to p pi divided by 60 pi divided by ns. Okay, now we are getting p pi ns divided by 60. But we know the ns formula. Ns is equal to 120 f divided by p. So therefore f is equal to p ns divided by 120. So therefore p ns divided by 60 equal to 2f only. Now we can substitute this in the above equation. Then we get E average equal to 2 pi f volts. Okay, this is the average EMF, that means per conductor only. But we calculate average EMF per turn. I already told each conductor having two turns. So here the average EMF per turn is equal to already the EMF per conductor 2 pi f multiplied by 2, because conductor consists of two turns, that is equal to 4 pi f. This is the formula for average EMF per turn. Okay, then if there are T phase, that means n number of, there is a turns T phase, the number of turns per phase connected in series, then average EMF induced in T phase turns. First we are calculating average EMF per turn only, but the machine having T phase number of turns per phase. So therefore you can multiply it by T phase. So therefore 4 pi f T phase unit is volts. This is the average value only. So the average value is converted into RMS value. So this is the, how can we convert? This is the sinusoidal waveform. Input is sinusoidal waveform, voltage waveform. So for sinusoidal, that means you already know, that means RMS value equal to 1.1 1 into average value. The 1.1 is represents the form factor. Okay, so the form factor is equal to what? RMS value divided by average value. From this line, the RMS value is equal to form factor into average value. So therefore 1.1 into average EMF. So therefore 1.11 into 4 pi f t phase equal to 4.44 f pi t phase volts. This formula is similar to transformer equation. Okay, so therefore the E phase, this is the RMS value of EMF induced per phase equal to 4.44 f pi t phase. Okay, so this is the general EMF equation for the synchronous machine having concentrated and full pitched winding. We are assuming concentrated and full pitched winding. Already we studied full pitched winding means what? That is the coil span is equal to pole pitch is equal to 180 degree. Okay, so but in practice the alternators will have the short pitched winding. What is the short pitched winding? Coil span is not equal to pole pitch, that is coil span is less than the pole pitch, that is less than the 180 degree. So therefore the coil span will not be 180 degree, I told no, but one or two slots shorter than the pole pitch. Okay, then we can assume the distribution factor KD and then the pitch factor Kc. Okay, the Kd and all is nothing but distribution factor. Okay, then we can study in the next video how to derive the distribution factor, that is the Kd, and then the pitch factor Kc. Okay, but the Kd distribution formula is equal to, that is the sine, that is the vector sum divided by arithmetic sum only. So therefore sine m beta by 2 divided by m sine beta by 2, where m is the number of turns, number of slots per poles per phase, that is the m. Beta is the slot angle which is equal to 180 degree divided by pole pitch. Okay, so by using this formula you can calculate m and beta, substitute here, we are getting the Kd, and then pitch factor Kc, or another is Kp. So Kc means coil span factor, Kp means pitch factor, both should be same. The formula is cos alpha by 2. Alpha is the short shaded angle, fractional shaded angle, short pitched angle only. Okay, so now we are considering Kp and Kd. Okay, the Kp and Kd value is always less than 1 only. Okay, if equal to 1 for full pitched winding, Kp equal to 1 for full pitched winding, but Kd not equal to 1 for full pitched winding. Okay, generally Kp Kd is less than 1. This key points is keep it in your mind. Okay, so therefore the E phase 4.44 f 5 T phase Kp Kd also only. This is the final formula, that is the EMF induced in the synchronous generator per phase, that is equal to 4.44 f pi t phase Kp Kd volts. In this case f is the frequency of the induced EMF in hertz, pi is the flux in Weber, t phase is the number of turns connected in series, and then Kp is the distribution factor, no unit. Kp is the pitch factor, so no unit, and then Kd is the distribution factor. Okay, this is for general phasing, but suppose the synchronous generator, that means the connection is either delta connected generator or that means star connected generator. Okay, then how to calculate the line value or phase value of the EMF? So in this case this is the actual value of that means voltage equation. So if per phase, if suppose the generator is delta connected, means this line voltage equal to phase voltage. Suppose the generator, the AC generator or alternator or synchronous generator is connected in star connected, then the line voltage is equal to root 3 times the phase voltage. So the line voltage is equal to root 3 E phase, then the formula is root 3 into 4.44 f 5 t phase kp kd volts. This is for star connected generator. If delta connected generator, E line equal to, that is line voltage is equal to phase voltage is equal to 4.44 f by t phase kp into kd. Okay, so this is the EMF equations of generator, okay, which is derived by the what are the parameters used in the synchronous generator. Okay, thank you students for listening this class.